Hello, brilliant people. It is Cynthia Painter here from Create Action Now. And a question I get a lot is, which should I do, a workshop or a webinar? So we're going to have a look at those and just look at a little bit of the difference between them and why would you do one over the other. So imagine if you could share your message in lots of different ways and be able to actually convert and reach a fabulous audience. Well, both workshops and webinars give you that. So we're going to now have a look at a little bit of why you might pick one over the other. Now, the first point I want to cover is that you can actually cover the same content in both. So you can do a workshop or a webinar on the same topic that you want to be able to talk about. It's just done in slightly different ways, and that's what you've then got to consider. So with a workshop, it's far more engaging, people-centric. It's very highly connected and therefore highly converting. You can have 25 people on a webinar and 25 people in a workshop, and you're more likely to convert in a workshop over a webinar. And that's because they've taken the time to actually turn up, and that, again, it's more human connection. So you can deliver the same content in each, but one's going to be more engaging over the other. So you do need to consider that as well. All right, next thing you want to consider is the logistics. The logistics of a webinar and a workshop are both very different. So promotion-wise, they're the same. You're going to put your offers out, you're going to put it on Facebook and social media and so forth. But the logistics of actually running it are very different. So when you're running a workshop, you need to consider a venue. A venue can literally be anything from your home through to a resort. So the venues are, up there for your consideration. But you've got to find a venue. You've got to be able to afford the cost of the venue. The venue itself needs to have the ability to handle whatever you're wanting to deliver. So the number of people who are coming, the activities that you want to be able to do in it, because a workshop gives you more flexibility and time. So that's a logistics as well. To get the outcome that you want for that topic, sometimes a workshop is better because you have more time to work with people. You can take more breaks and you can get that face-to-face interaction. But when you're looking at logistics of a webinar, then there's technology to consider. So it could be something like Zoom that you need to use to be able to record, and then you need to look at the right version of that software to be able to do it. You need to remember to record it as well, and then you've got to be able to email and send it out. Okay, so there's some logistical elements to keep an eye on with there as well. The next one is the purpose. So what's the purpose that you want? Now, they'll both be able to create some change, but with a workshop, you get more likely to get more transformational change because of the engagement that you can have. And also, some of us love the idea of just being on stage, so that in person is a really important part of our purpose. With a workshop, they're more highly converting because they're engaging. So if you're looking for conversion, then workshop can be a way to go. Webinars are also converting. You have to work a little bit harder because the engagement is lower because they're actually in the chat box. So you have to facilitate differently. But your purpose might be, you know what, I can't get out and about. I need to be able to do this easily from my workspace. So if that's your purpose, or your purpose is to be able to have it as something that's evergreen, so that you can sort of play it over and over, you can share it, you've got the recording. Right, so that can be one of the purposes. Although you can record yourself in a workshop, it takes up a lot more data and space for videoing. So it's not typical, particularly if you're doing something that goes for like an hour to 2 hours. Okay, the next one is, what do you love? Like, at the end of the day, if you love being in front of people, and that's what's going to really make it something that really drives you and pushes your energy up, then go for a workshop. Fantastic. Go do that. A lot of us have grown up with the facilitator training model of how we learn. And so being in front of a group is something that we love to do or aspire to do. If you really love more the content piece and being able to see yourself on screen, then being able to do a webinar is a great way of doing that as well. Okay, and then the next one is, or the final one is, which one will you actually do? At the end of the day, we want to actually create something. We actually have you put this out there, go and put the workshop out there, go and put the webinar, make it actually happen. Which one are you actually going to do? So if you're going to be put off by the technology and spend 6 months trying to learn how to do it, then go run a workshop. If you're going to be put off and technology is your thing, but you're going to be put off on finding a venue and doing all that, then do a webinar and search out the others in between. But, we want some action here, okay? So look at the one that you'll actually do. I certainly use both in my business. I love in person, I love on screen. So I have a combination, and I think that's right too. It makes no difference the stage of business you're at. Speaking in general is great for all stages of business, whether you're starting out or whether you're a pro and you've been in business for years and you're scaling and leveraging to the next level. So they're all great because we need to stay consistently visible. I'd love to know for you, which do you like? Which do you love most, webinar or workshop? Share in the comment box, let me know. And if you haven't already, love you to come and subscribe to the newsletter, to the YouTube channel, or to the Facebook page for Create Action Now, so you can keep up to date with tips and strategies for mindset and for speaking in your business that'll be able to help you show up more. So between now and when I see you again, I look forward to seeing how you show up more in your business. Bye, everyone.